Do men care about body count?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That is a good question. Let's say your girlfriend. Let's say this is your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Would you care if she smashed 100 guys? What do your parents think about marrying someone from a different culture? Or dating someone your family does not approve? Forget romantic relationships. I would love to know how you create good friendships and how do you maintain it in today's world where things change in a blink of an eye. Welcome back to another episode of Shade Bro. We made a community post and we asked, what would you like to know? And some of these are a little bit too
Risque?
Yeah, I'm not sure as a kid dentist I can answer.
That's your middle name, John Risque U.
Okay, we'll start with some easy stuff. How about that?
Okay.
Do you personally accept friends with benefits?
Not only do I accept, I have a sign-up sheet right here.
Oh, you have a wait list?
Yeah, I have a wait list.
Okay, how do you get on it?
Wait list of 0 people.
Have you had one?
I've never actually had one.
Get out of here.
No. There's FWB
Yeah.
and there's situationships. Those are completely different.
What's the difference?
You don't know the difference?
No.
Friends with benefit is like strictly a person that you see for like sexual pleasures.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, it can't be anything else?
It can't be anything else.
Okay, gotcha.
Situationship is like you're like with someone.
Yeah.
But you're not official.
Oh,
Yeah.
more like a
There's more investment.
pre-dating phase?
Yes.
All right, well that wasn't that easy. So let's tell me about your dating life. Juicy details on how your last 1 to 2 dates went.
It can be very, very vague. Okay. When was the last time you went on a date, John?
That's more recent.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
All right, what was
I have a life.
Where did you go?
I've been doing some really fun dates,
Okay, like what?
like activities.
What kind of activities?
Like New York City-esque activities.
Okay, I thought you were talking about like activities.
You know what's really cool about dates now as an adult?
What is it?
I can spend money.
Oh yeah. Without thinking about like, oh shoot, like
Yeah.
how much is this bill gonna come out to?
But not saying that you have to spend money to have a good date, like going to Central Park
Yes.
and exploring the world.
Yeah.
That's fun too.
I mean, having money just gives you so much more opportunities and options in life.
That's the true
Period.
power of money, I think.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on fine dining?
I think it's an experience that if you can afford to go for it.
Before I used to think it was an uber waste of money.
Well, that's when you're a poor student. Like your headspace cannot possibly imagine like spending a couple $100s on a meal. But when you have expendable income, I wanna like actually experience those things and understand why like people pay ridiculous sums of amount to eat like 2 pieces of protein.
Actually, now that you mention it that way, it doesn't really make sense. Do men care about body count?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That is a good question.
I would say most, yes. Personally,
Well,
it
what's
does
the
affect me.
Does the scale of the body count matter? Like 1,000 people. Like she conquered a village.
No, I have a calculator. It's like it's based on your age and the number of years you started being active.
You're writing machine learning?
Yeah. I have an equation that calculates like.
So what's an absurd number for a body count?
So, I think
Yeah.
so in the Western culture,
Okay. Oh, it depends on the culture.
it really depends on culture too. In America, I think on average, I think a woman would be engaged in sexual activity with 2-3 guys a year if she's not exclusively committed.
An average person?
On average, yeah. If she's not exclusively
Maybe an
committed.
average person goes out a lot.
No, I think just people.
Wait, where'd you get this number from? Wait.
People are active. You just don't know. They just like keep it on the DL.
2 to 3 a year on average.
Yeah.
That's like saying the average 30-year-old has 30 body count.
Yeah, but I'm saying if she's single, if she's not exclusively committed to someone.
I think that's an overestimation.
Maybe it depends on the ethnicity and the
Okay, so let's say that you met a girl who said, I smashed 30 guys.
I think it really depends on their upbringing. Dude.
Let's say your girlfriend. let's say this is your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Would you care if she smashed 100 guys?
Yes.
But what if she smashed...
There's a lot of penises.
Oh God, don't think about it that way. I guess it is. What about 30?
It's still a lot.
Does the number say something about her?
Yes. Because I think it takes a lot more for a girl to give herself sexually in terms of emotions. Whereas guys, it's like, we're dogs. We just like...
I think women can be the same way.
I think it's different than guys.
I think women are hornier than you think.
Yeah, they are hornier than I think.
You make people not horny.
Facts, but my point is that women are way more filtering of the guys that they, What's your ideal family look like? How many kids do you want?
I want at least 2 kids.
At least a guy or girl?
I'm open to either. Oh. Initially, I was like, I want 2 sons, so they can like learn sports together, and I could be like the coach and stuff.
Yeah.
But the more and more I see beautiful daughters and the fathers in the clinic, and how close they can be, I'm now being more open-minded about like what that relationship could be like.
Dude, you're gonna be the most protective dad ever.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
You will be.
I'm not, because that's limiting their growth.
Really?
It does. Think about it.
I see. So you rather wanted to just make the mistakes and do...
I'm a firm believer in that the failures actually lead to growth.
Oh, okay. All right. Look at you.
If she's in harm's way, of course.
Yeah.
I have to step in as a parent.
It's like she's dating this bad boy. He's like, she's playing her. Who you know she's being played.
Okay.
What?
I would be upset over that.
You'd be upset. You would do it to me. Just be like, hell no.
I think if it came to a point where she was in danger, I would.
Okay. Like being emotionally hurt too. Is that a danger? That's actually a big danger.
It is, because that's
not only
her mental health
but
too.
Mental health. Yeah.
I think it would depend on the situation, but I don't want to be. Give me your phone.
Just hovering around there.
That's.
Who are you texting?
Because that actually backfires.
For sure.
I cannot have now a deep relationship with my own daughter if I can't be trusted with her confidentiality.
Yeah, exactly. She'll be more like reserved and hide things from you.
So in that way, I think I'm very similar to you. I think you would be the one drinking with the boyfriend.
Maybe not, unless he's a cool dude.
No, I feel like somehow you would make your way there. Dad, why are you at this bar with me?
If my daughter's dating some like a guy who's like kind of like, not there, I'd be like, all right, whatever.
Okay, as long as she's not in danger.
As long as she's not in danger, I wouldn't necessarily hang out with the guy. I would have to actually like the guy to hang out with him.
Okay.
I'll try to get to know him, but I wouldn't hang out.
How close? Like, are you a friend to her, or are you a dad to her?
I want to be a dad to her. I don't want to be a friend to my daughter. I'll be friend to my son a little bit.
Okay. So you would treat them differently?
Just a little bit, yeah. Anyway, next question.
A lot to think about. I think that'll be an exciting chapter of our lives.
When I first started making these videos, I didn't think about family or like kids whatsoever, but
now that you have a kid.
32, about to turn 33.
Just kidding, okay. Pooja says, forget romantic relationships. I would love to know how you create good friendships and how do you maintain it in today's world where things change in a blink of an eye. More love to J Rose Tree.
We have a lot of good friends in our lives.
We're blessed for sure.
We're blessed. And
how do you think it came that way? Is it luck? Is it something that we did? How do we maintain it?
I think it's a combination of luck and effort. To meet the kind of people that you do, and then you have to put effort to building a relationship, right?
It doesn't even feel like effort to me though.
Really?
Yeah.
Then you're not.
No, but that's not saying I'm doing a bad job.
I see.
But in the past, the relationships romantically, I've had to consciously think about what I needed to do and what I should do.
It's different.
But you're saying that there's effort involved. It just felt normal to me.
Well, effort as in you have to think about your friends, what they're feeling.
Do you feel like you're putting in effort?
Of course.
Am I stressing you out?
Yeah.
Should we air out some grievances here? Is that because I eat too much of your food?
Oh, no.
Okay, if you're talking about effort as in trying to understand or
Yeah, let's try to understand each other's perspective and like.
is that effort? That's a given necessity in any relationship.
No, I think a lot of friendships
Yeah.
end because like they don't understand each other. They come out cross path where it's like fundamentally I disagree on like your views and your lifestyle. Or like something that they did. Instead of trying to like overcome those moments, they just veer apart. Whereas I feel like we went through a lot of those cross
We're
path.
very different.
But we somehow managed to work out our differences and we came to agreement and we try to understand each other.
Okay, and that's all effort.
You know, that takes a lot of effort.
I see.
Yeah.
To me, that doesn't feel like that much work, though.
I mean, it's not work in the sense like call me like every 8 p.m. at night after work.
True.
We felt like our friendship was worth overcoming those moments together instead of just being like, you know, F it. Which is, often happens to a lot of friendship. They just kind of like distance each other. Accepting transient nature of relationship is fine. Some people are meant to stay in life, some other people are not. And then really put an effort into people that you want to get to know.
Right.
And I think that's a big mistake a lot of people make. A lot of people want to be friended, but not many people make effort to
Be the friend.
be the friend that goes out, be the pursuer. So, like, I flew from Switzerland, or I took the bus from Switzerland to Barcelona. When you said, hey, come to Barcelona, you just kind of threw it out there without actually thinking that I would come, but I literally took an 18-hour bus from Switzerland to Barcelona earlier in our friendship.
Filming some K-drama, bro. Bromance of the century.
I remember like I was driving through some like desert in France, like with nothing but just like pasture of brown grass.
Yeah.
So what am I doing?
But little did you know that would be the catalyst to our bromance.
Yeah, it's been like what 6-7 years since we've been like best friends. And I think this applies to romantic relationships too.
Romantic relationships are still more mysterious to me.
I see. It's
Because I've never lost a friend that I wanted to keep.
okay.
So you are one example. You're probably the prime example of who I think I will go to the grave with. Yeah?
Should we get a ring?
I think we should get a ring. Yeah.
Okay, let's get a ring.
You want to hold my hand?
Yeah, next video we're gonna get a ring.
Do it. I'll do it.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah.
One for every bro that I have in my life. Yo, I'll be the next rapper. What I'm actually really proud of is how I've maintained my friendships. And to me, that at least gives me hope that I can take that experience and
Yeah. You know a movie that you should really watch to kind of understand
girl guy.
dynamic? It's a classic movie called When Harry Meets Sally.
When Harry meets Sally, met Sally.
Meets
When Harry meets Sally?
Yeah.
No, I watched it. I watched like 10 years ago.
You should watch it again. It will give you a different perspective.
Okay. Jin Kim 7460 asks, should I just confess my feelings to my best friend? I feel like as long as she's by my side, I won't be able to see other girls romantically.
Let's say 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
1,000%.
Absolutely.
Do it, bro.
Follow your heart.
Yeah. And I'm sure you're worried about like, oh, what if I lose my friendship with her?
Right. There's going to be a bigger regret that you never did anything. Do you?
Yeah. Forget about friendship. Just as a human to human, you want to be honest with the person that you have a relationship with.
Yeah.
And it's up to you to decide what kind of relationship you want to have going forward, but with honesty.
So do you think that the risk of losing her is worth the possibility of her reciprocating?
I think the risk of losing her is minimal as long as you are prepared to address what's.
I would
address
say
the
that
answer.
it could be tough for the girl to maintain the relationship though, and for the guy too. If one person confesses, it could make it extremely awkward.
Or you can be cool about it. Like you
It's not only up to you,
You shoot
though.
your shot. You shoot your shot, and you say like, "Hey, if you're not into me, that's fine. I respect that, and then we can maintain our friendship or try to."
Try to. Try to. I think that's dependent on her too though. She might not be comfortable maintaining that herself.
Most girls are way more chill.
It really depends on the girl. We don't know the scenario. And I think when this happens, one side likes the other and it's unrequited, you have a risk of losing the person. I don't think it's ever the same as before. Absolutely not.
I disagree.
Absolutely not.
I disagree.
No. If somebody once sees you romantically and then confesses that feeling, it's never the same.
No,
There's always a little bit of,
I can detach after like knowing that it's not gonna.
but she might not be able to, is my point. You need both people to completely detach.
Why would she not be able to detach?
How many girlfriends do you have in your life that you've had crushes on?
Many.
Get out of here.
I did.
No way.
I've confessed I've been friend zoned. I just moved on.
You moved on, but you're not as close to them as you once before. And there's always a little bit of second thought in the girl's head too.
If a guy is like falsely saying he's cool about it,
Yeah.
yes, she's gonna catch on to that right away. But if you're sincerely saying like, hey, I've moved on, I'm no longer romantically interested in you, then I think there can be a friendship.
I think it gets more complicated. I think maybe you can. I think a lot of people get in really complicated relationships.
You know what? If you've been friend zoned enough,
Yeah.
you just kind of you built this wall.
The move on wall?
Yeah, the move on wall, the reset button.
Okay. Well, that's mature of you
Yeah.
to not make it awkward for the girl. But I think there are a lot of people who might say that.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, okay, maybe I have a green light here.
Yeah.
Or maybe I can do something here. Oh, this is my chance.
I
Because there's
see.
so many sneaky ass kids who will, at the sight of any like weakness,
Yeah.
might jump on
Jump
it.
in, yeah.
And then the girl's like, what the heck? I thought you were over it. Dude, I've had a lot of like girlfriends tell me these stories where they're like, I trusted my best friend. I was seeking him for consolation. And then he's like,
You just try to slip in.
yeah, I was like, you fucking sleaze.
Well, I think women, you have to understand, men are dogs. I would say confess your feelings and you can still be friends. Maybe the nature of your friendship may change.
Oh, if we're answering this question specifically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Go for it.
Just do it.
Go for it. YOLO.
Don't be afraid like of what happens after.
Okay.
Like understand how to control your own feelings after the confession.
Right.
And you know, who knows, like there could be something good after.
No, that's perfectly said. I was just trying to relate to his dilemma because he might be thinking, okay, I could lose her and that loss could be very big for him.
I think his biggest loss is that I can't currently see other girls romantically. that's the loss. That's the biggest loss.
I didn't highlight that part.
That's the biggest loss.
No, I didn't highlight that part. Oh, so he wants to either have her or get rid of her?
Yeah.
Grace Zhao 9214 asks, what do your parents think about marrying someone from a different culture or dating someone your family does not approve?
Your answer?
The latter, dating someone your family does not approve.
That's something you would never do.
Yeah, I don't think I would do that to them. I don't want to give my parents stress.
Yeah.
And they're not unreasonable people. That's why I think if they are vehemently disapproving of someone,
Yeah.
then there's something there that I should pay attention to.
Yeah. But funny enough, there are like a lot of families
Yeah.
that have like strife over the girlfriends or.
It has to be reasonable
friends.
though. It can't just be like, hey, she's not Korean.
Yeah.
No, that's unreasonable. Generationally, I am more open-minded than they are.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
So we have to meet halfway.
Okay, of course.
You?
My dad's like, marry whoever you want to, date whoever you want to, like go outside of your comfort zone. So he's all for that. But my mom's more like, try to keep it in the, bloodlines.
Or like culturally.
Culturally.
I think that's because also your parents want to have a connection to them. Language, culturally,
Yeah.
what they envision may be different from
Yeah.
what you think is important. So I'm not saying there's a right or wrong to that.
There's just no, it's just preference.
Yeah. But would you date someone your parents don't approve of? You bring home a girl from the club, and you guys have nothing in common, but you're like, I love her after last night. Do you think you have found your purpose in life?
Oh, that's a deep question. I think when I was younger, it was more like philosophical, like, oh, what is the meaning and purpose of my existence? But now it's like more practical. It's like, what are the things that I need to do to like just be happy and have a fulfilling life? Instead of like, oh, like I have to find this specific work that I feel so passionate about.
I feel like people usually have that in the opposite direction. They have concrete plans, and then they're like, you know what? I want to be happy. I want to find love.
Yeah.
You're the other way around. Now you're making concrete plans. Because you are more abstract.
Yeah, abstract minded.
So now you're making plans to make that happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just enjoy life and just go with the flow. And you know, just try a lot of different things that brings you joy and happiness.
Okay.
And I think
to me, that seems more abstract.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because for my whole life, I've been, okay, what's my next step? What do I need to achieve by this point?
Okay.
And now I'm trying to pull back a little bit. I'm trying to do less.
Do less
Can I
and-
prioritize the intangibles?
Like what?
Instead of hitting metrics, I want to hit like emotions,
Oh, I see.
fulfillment.
It seems like throughout your life, your purpose is about like hitting certain metrics, and then that brings you satisfaction, and so you're on to next thing. But you're realizing there are other areas in life that you kind of want to
Yes.
throw the hole in.
Yes.
Yeah, fill the hole.
All right. I mean, you're right.
Yeah, like family, you know,
right.
relationships.
You know, those
yeah,
holes.
like you know, having leisure to do stuff.
Least and favorite single Inferno cast member. We're still talking about Singles Inferno.
Sure, let's do it.
My favorite? The girl who never got picked.
Sejong. Sejong was a babe.
Yeah, we both agreed on this one.
No, but actually my favorite on the show
Yeah.
was the new guy,
Oh, it's Haejun.
Sejun.
He's a bro for sure.
He's a bro. I liked his personality.
Absolutely.
Not only bro, he was an oppa with a big OPPA. Like he just was a very mature guy who knew how to handle like situations. He knew what he wanted, and you know, just bam, bam, bam.
He didn't seem like he carried much baggage.
Yeah.
Just his suits.
Hey.
Hey. You know what made him more likable too?
What?
The fact that he went for the girl that like accommodated him. It was like sweet.
It was very sweet. It was a sweet story.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think Sejun did
Her a favor?
a world of favor on that show. Like, picking her, like going all in, because otherwise, like she was a thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Least favorite?
Least favorite. Ooh, I don't have one. But the least interesting person I thought was Yoongjae. A lot of people gonna kill me for this, cause he's like the most like lovable guy in terms of looks and his demeanor.
He's just predictable.
But he's so predictable.
But a lot of people like that though.
Yeah, I do agree that a lot of people like that.
But I know what you're saying.
But on a dating show like that, you want some like chinyam, it's like to be a little bit spicy.
Right.
Yeah.
You want a little bit of panchang.
Yeah. Well, Yoongjae was like a predictable lab, the dog.
Oh, golden retriever.
He was a very predictable golden retriever. Just cute, well put together.
No, it's a good point though, because if you actually see his interactions in Paradise, it's like, all right, come on, man.
Yeah, come on,
Make
like-
you know, pull on the heartstrings
It's
a
like
little bit.
we're not in like middle school, bro.
Right, he's like, feed me. He gets by because he's friendly, he's nice, he's smiley.
Yeah.
But you're right. In terms of having that edge to him,
Yeah.
who knows? No, he could off camera be a
A dog.
a little shark.
A dog.
A dog. Yeah, a dog.
Anyway, but I do like Yoongjae just as a character, but I just think that he was just not spicy enough
Okay, for your taste. Gotcha.
for this show. Yeah. You feel,
But
bro.
why wasn't Taejong chosen, man? I don't understand.
I volunteer as a tribute.
Oh, hold on. I didn't say that. That was allowed.
Oh, shoot.
just kidding.
That loud. I'm gonna send her a DM.
I'm your friend. You can. I'm not gonna fight for it.
Does being on YouTube affect your dating life?
Well, it did. I don't know if it will, but it did.
Okay.
What about you?
I get more bitches. That's. Just kidding.
Can we get a fact check here?
Just kidding. I actually don't. I get all the.
You get all the bros.
I get all the bro bitches.
The number of engineering students that come up to Jason when we're going out, the ratio has been like maybe 20 guys to 1 girl.
I maybe 10 to 1.
10 to 1? We got a lot of bro friends.
We do. We have a lot of bro fans. But if you're a non-bro fan, please say hi as well.
Nah, don't. He's not interested. So did Jason end up going on that CMB date?
Not yet, but
I want to pick someone for you.
you would. Okay.
I want to pick someone
I'll
for
pick
you.
someone for you.
No, for you.
No, for you too.
No, for you.
One of these days, I'm gonna just set you up on a blind date where you're gonna think that you're gonna come for a video shooting,
Yeah, don't do that.
and there's gonna be a girl
Nah,
waiting
I'm
for a
good.
date.
I'm good.
So I'm gonna make that happen. Watch me.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, thanks for tuning in. We sidetracked a little bit here, but we got more content coming up. So stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe.
Subscribe.